Hey, what's going on? All things tech here. Today I am going to do the air fryer with fried oysters, and this is going to be my second attempt trying to make these. I've been reading articles and also watching a couple YouTube videos. So it's like, hey, I got the gist of it. I tried the first time, it was kind of crazy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try the second time. I think I really got the gist of it, and I'm gonna try to keep it pretty healthy as best that I can. It's gonna be tough just due to the nature of the batter. It's carbs there, but I get to alleviate the actual oil, the deep frying part with the air fryer, so that cuts back a lot of calories on just the oil alone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with eggs. I'm gonna break an egg in the bowl. So I'm gonna break an egg in the bowl, and then I am gonna use this buttermilk, Organic Valley buttermilk, and essentially this is about 100 calories per cup, and there's 4 servings in a container, so technically 400 calories top for this whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, gonna eye it out, pour enough in here, nice and mix it up. All right, and I love cooking with a fork. Not sure if I ever said that before, but I love cooking with a fork. So while I'm doing this, the oysters, they're in the container. This is 16 ounce, so there's about a pound of oysters. I put it in the strainer and pretty much rinse it out over water and try to get off the stuff on it so that I can hold this a little bit better. The uh, the, the mixture. So there were 2 different techniques of doing the oysters in the actual egg and milk. This is supposed to like help the oysters pick up the actual mix. A couple people like to let it sit for about 10 minutes or so in here, and some they just throw it in there and take it out and start mixing with the mix, the batter. So I'm going to probably do something in between and drop these guys in, guess one by one, and I want them all to be all stuck together, so try to break them individually. Mix it as I go. Alright. So got quite a lot of oysters up in there, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. So right now I'm thinking it's gonna be maybe the egg is barely 80 calories. The milk maybe 100, maybe 100. That's given that the milk is consumed completely. This is just using it to get it ready, so prepping. So that thing probably won't even be 100. As far as the oysters are concerned, the oysters are every 3 fluid ounce would be 100 calories. They are 10 grams of protein. Sodium is 190 per 3 ounce. So what's this? Say 16,355 5 times 100 calories. So all the oysters, if consumed, would be 500 calories, roughly. Um, so roughly 500. All right. So I'm gonna work the mix now. I'm gonna do Panko crust, breadcrumbs. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna try this option. It's about 100 calories per 1/3 cup. So, um, got a nice cup today. Nice measuring cup. It's slanted. So this is gonna be about yeah, it's not gonna be enough. So this would be a lot better. So this is 1 cup right here. So technically this would be about 300 calories. The thing I did like about this, had the lowest sodium content compared to the other brands. It's 100 mg's of sodium per 1/3 cup. So this technically has like 300 sodium and hey, 12 grams of protein with 3 servings up on here. So that's really cool. 0 cholesterol. So I'm gonna do that. So that gives me a good measuring, give me a gauge of what's going on. And then this is cornmeal mix, and say servings a 1/4 of a cup, and that's 100 calories per, and 2 grams of protein per serving, and the sodium is 400 milligrams per serving. So that's a lot more sodium. But I'm probably gonna do a this guy, the Panko, versus this. It's gonna be like a 2-to-1, just so that I can control the sodium intake. I do not like sodium. I mean, I like sodium, I just can't manage sodium like that. Very sensitive sodium. And then for people that are really active, they try to keep an eye out on their sodium intake because it retains water and it makes you makes you look bloated. This is roughly 3/4 of a cup. Let's see. I hope this is enough batter though. Well, so got this mix. So what I'm gonna do is instead of dropping it in a shaker or one of those batter shaker thingies, I'm just gonna use a bag, a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna use a 1-gallon bag. All right. Try to get some air in it. Just gonna dump it in there. All right. And then I'm gonna use this black pepper. Yeah, you can put the hot sauce in the actual prep for the oysters, but I'm gonna use black pepper. And try to get a. Ooh, that's a lot of black pepper. I don't know, it might be a little bit too much. Let me take out some of this guy. Like black pepper, but I don't like it that much. Like I said, first attempt or second attempt, so alright, that should be good. Just shake this guy up, mix it up. Black pepper's not too bad. Yeah, this I don't think is going to be enough batter. Just looking at it, but you can put less oysters in there to prep. So this bag is probably about 300 and 300, so 600 calories if you were to consume all this. But of course, you can have like some of the stuff's not going to stick, so I would say 600 for the bag. And honestly, I'll measure out some extra Panko, maybe another 1/3. So it's going to be another 1/3. Put the guy in there. Can't really go wrong with this Panko crumbs. So mix that all up, the cornbread, the Panko, and the very generous pouring of black pepper. Alright, so what's going to happen next is, so this is probably what, how long is this video? 8 minutes so far. Alright, so we're going to 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. I'll do like half of this in this bag, in this round, this first batch. I've been just cooking. It's almost very stress relieving cooking this stuff, or cooking in general. You want to try to drain it out a little bit because it's too much like residue or liquid in there. It's going to like batch up the batter, and you don't want that. I would say that would make a good first batch. It's about half of it. Yeah, this can vary a little bit more. Zip it up and shake it up. Yeah, this is definitely enough batter for this half the pound. We'll see a little See, if you get too much liquid in there, start matching up like that, and your oysters will not have a chance to get soaked in all the goodness of the flour, the cornmeal, and the panko. First time I've made it, I used all-purpose baking powder and cornmeal, and it didn't turn out too well. So I think that's actually looking pretty good. I think, yeah, that's how I want it to look. Like it's like completely covered like that. Sorry, the camera is just sitting there, but yeah. So that's the gist of it. And I'm gonna freeze it. I'm gonna pause this so I can go over and prep the air fryer. 400, about 8 to 13 minutes, depending on how crunchy you want your oysters. They cook fairly quickly. So, one sec. So this is how I set up the air fryer. I spray a non-stick and I put aluminum foil over the tray because of the little holes, and I don't want the batter to kind of seep through the little holes and make imprints. So I want to keep it nice and smooth under the oysters. And this is the bag of the mix. This is a lot of the mix left after the first round. So calorie wise, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Again, I'm trying to stay on the health route. So put in the air fryer, and we'll put 410. I'll let it go, and from there, stay tuned, and I will come back once this is done to check on it. Alright, so I'm back with the fried oysters. So this is what we're looking at right here. It's not overly crunchy looking, but it has a nice brown look to them. So now I also put the scale out to give me my 3 ounce to see exactly how much it weighs. Look at that, nice, very, very nice, tender. So that's 3.3 ounces right there. You can see it, 3.3 ounces. Let me adjust that a little bit. So 3.3 ounces, exactly 3.3 ounce. So technically, yeah, it's about 120 calories in there, just oysters alone. As far as the batter, it didn't pick up much. There was tons of batter left over. So I'll say I give it a maybe 100 to the serving. So 200 calories. Brown rice is 1 serving, 200 calories right there. So those two together is 400. The vegetables is about another 80. So I'll say this meal right here is going to be 500 calories. And for me, it sounds good. So I had to dump it out like that, but see, it's nice and good. So it's about a good piece. That's cocktail sauce. That's like 20 calories. Every 2 tablespoons like 10 calories, so it's about 20 right there. So 20 calories, so about 500 right here, everything. And then of course, let's try this pepper again. Put a little pepper on the rice, stir fry vegetables, and then voila. Meal under, I would say 15 minutes if you're focusing with the cook time. Everything 15 minutes, easy, quick, and healthy with fried oysters. All things tech here. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Haven't subscribed, subscribe. Have a good one.